Why do I feel so shy all of a sudden? Oh my goodness. Anyways, hi girlies. I have missed you so much. Genuinely, I blinked and now it's 6 months later and here I am like... And it didn't feel quite right coming back and posting my regular schmegular videos without having a bit of a conversation. So I thought to do a bit of a life update, my first ever life update on YouTube. Before we get into that, first of all, how are you? How are you doing? How has 2025 treated you? Because everyone that I seem to speak to is saying the same thing, that 2025 is one of those years that they do not want to repeat at all. And I hear it. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tellin. I am just a girl. Just a girl in my 20s trying to survive adulting essentially, and I film a couple of videos along the way. So if you like the sound of that, welcome, get yourself comfortable, and let's get straight into this video. Now here is the real reason as to why I disappeared. In fact, two reasons why I disappeared for 6 months. Reason number one. Oh gosh, I'll just say it. I have a problem. I have a problem, and that problem is avoiding my responsibilities. I avoid things professionally. If it was an Olympic sport, I would be on that podium with my gold medal, walking off doing that TikTok trend.
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
Messages unread, emails I open, I get excited, and then I panic and I don't open it again. Filming a YouTube video, great idea, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow turns into 6 months and here we are. Essentially, I had a YouTube video that I wanted to film, which was a reintroducing me video. I think I was around like 500-600 subscribers, which first of all is insane. And I put it off and put it off and put it off. And therefore it meant that the little videos that I was filming, even within that time, in my head I was like, once I publish my introducing me video, then I'm going to publish these videos. But that reintroducing me video has never even been filmed. So do you see where the problem is here? I am officially on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'm around the 950 mark, which, first of all, pause, is insane. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed. I do not take it for granted whatsoever, and like, sorry. I just can't believe it. I cannot believe that in such a short space of time, here I am with 950 plus subscribers, officially on the road to 1,000. In my head now, it doesn't make any sense to post that video at, the 950, so I've pushed it back to 1,000. Whether I will ever film that video, who knows, but hey, it's the thought that counts, right? On a more serious note, the thing about me is that if I am not in the mood to film, I'm just not going to do so. When I do my live streams, one of the things that is always said to me is that, oh, you're so bubbly, you're so happy, you're so positive. And I love it when I hear that, because that's exactly what I come online to do. I don't come online to fix my own mood. I come online to spread joy and happiness and hopefully boost someone else's mood. Now, is that realistic every single day? No, it's not, because best believe I have mood swings. Like, it's natural, it's normal. And when I do start vlogging, you'll be able to see for yourself that not every day is like this. Some days it's like this, some days it's like this. However, when it comes to sit down videos like this or my live streams, I mostly do want the energy to be like this, because that's the energy that I want to put out. For the first time in like forever, I actually listened to my body a lot this year, especially when it came to my burnouts, and not just with content creation, but even just in everyday life. And when it whispered in my ear to sit down, trust me, I sat. And then I went to Kenya. That might be one of the best segues that I've ever done. Oh my goodness. And let me tell you, coming back to the UK after being in a hot country at this time of the year is truly so disrespectful and dark at the same time, quite literally and also mentally dark. Like, oh, 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Anyways, Kenya was amazing. It was super, super spontaneous and everything just seemed to fall into place so, so perfectly. It was also my birthday, so shout out to all the Scorpios. And for the first time in like over a decade, I'm sure, I actually celebrated my birthday in my birth country, and that was just simply sensational. It's not a big milestone birthday. However, for me, it's probably the biggest birthday that I'll ever have in my whole entire life. And something about it just felt really, really different. Even in the lead up to my birthday, I was excited, and unfortunately for the last like few years, excitement on my birthday is not a feeling that I have felt, which is actually quite sad because I'm such a big birthday type of person. I love celebrating people and I love celebrating myself as well. I know I'm kind of talking in code right now, but hopefully one day I'll be brave enough to tell you guys exactly why. But yeah, fun fact about me is that I usually like to start my new year on my birthday. So around my birthday is when I will make my New Year's resolutions, because it's my new year. It's not everyone else's new year. It's not new year. It's my new year. Just know that it feels good. It feels good to finally feel like my head is coming out of the water. One of the biggest lessons that 2025 has taught me this year, very loudly, very obnoxiously, is that if you do not rest, life has a very funny way of making you. And trust me, it will. When I say that my self-reflection has been working, I mean overtime, night shifts, double shifts, back to back. Like, genuinely, I've kind of scared myself. So much to the point that even my taste buds have joined in. When I tell you I used to inhale sweets, chocolate, fizzy drink, biscuits, all of them, and now it could literally just be there and I just won't even feel any type of way about it. And on one hand, I'm kind of sad because I feel like those were my happiness as a child, and now like as an adult I'm like, oh no, I don't really like fizzy drink. I have swapped out fizzy drink for chamomile tea and peppermint tea on an evening. Someone that hates hot drinks is me drinking hot drinks on a night. However, put a cake in front of me and best believe that cake, yeah, enough said. But no, truly, my prefrontal cortex has been prefrontal cortexing this year. It's been cortexing for the last few years, but this year I genuinely feel like I feel it. And I think after so much self-reflection due to being forced quite literally to reflect, that is why I feel so positive about life, and I feel so eager to get my life started and to grab 2026 and the future with both hands and just live life, you know? And I see people reflecting about 2025 and it really being that year of reflection. And so again, like, do let me know in the comments, have you experienced this? What do you think is happening? What do you think it means for the future? What do you think is maybe in store for 2026? And that brings me on nicely to content creation. Now, if you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, which I very much doubt, so if you want to follow me, I'll have them linked down below. The last year, I have disappeared. I have not posted, I have not been active, which is kind of wild if you think about it, because since I was like 16 years old, I have been posting pretty much at least once a month. When I was consistent, I was posting maybe twice a week, and then all of a sudden I have just gone ghost. It was never intentional. It was just, again, one of those that 1 month turns into 10, turns into 12. But I think the craziest part about it all is that till this day, I still get emails. I get gifted collaborations. I even get paid collaborations. And it makes me think two things. First of all, where were these paid collaborations when I was actually posting? And second of all, do the admins even check my page? Because they'd be messaging me stuff like, oh, we love your recent work, we love this, we love... Babe, my recent work was a year ago. But honestly, I am so grateful that brands still recognize the work that is on those pages. And I don't take it for granted at all, because I know that there are content creators who are more consistent than me, better content than me, more followers than me. And it's still really hard to even land gifted collaborations, best believe it, from, you know, decent brands, household names. This break really opened up my eyes to just how reliant I had become on Instagram, not just for content creation, but for my own personal everyday needs. And I realized that it's not going to be the end of the world if I don't watch a couple of Instagram stories. And for the last 10 years, I've been doing the same poses, the same type of content, only now it had an addition of brands working with me. And clearly the content that I was doing was good because I would get work, but it wasn't serving a purpose for me anymore. And so therefore it just got repetitive and just felt like a chore. Oh, whatever. Schedule it. Oh god. Oh, I've got to reply to comments. Oh, I've got to do this. Oh, I've got to do that. It just felt, it was just draining for me. But I'm so excited to come back to Instagram and TikTok. I think for the first like 3-4 months, I was really umming and erring, like, do I post, do I not? And then for the next like another 3-4 months, it's almost like every quarter, I then was like, oh, actually, what am I even going to come back to Instagram and post? Like, what am I just going to carry on what I was doing? And I think that was the point where I had taken a long enough break, and I just thought to myself, and I was like, I don't want to come back and do the exact same shit that I was doing before, because it didn't serve a purpose for me anymore. Which then brings me to now, where I am currently in a process of almost like redesigning, reimagining what I want from Instagram and what I want from my content. And now I'm excited again. And I would have never got to this point if in the first 2 months I had just posted for the sake of posting. Yeah, I know you were from Primark. Do you want to tell everyone? I went to the Primark showroom this year, and Primark is such a full circle moment because I was working in their stores a couple of years ago, and last year I did 2 campaigns with them. This is where this beautiful, hide in your face, beautiful little teddy came from. And then this year I got invited to their showroom, not once but twice. I couldn't make the second one because I wasn't in the country. And then I went to my very first YouTube event, which, pinch me, does not feel quite right to say out loud. That was also meant to be a vlog, however the universe was just not on my side. I spent 12 hours getting to London. And I was coming from the UK, like I wasn't coming from abroad. If I have a few clips, I'm gonna put them in. I was just like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I am in the same room with YouTubers that I have watched since God knows how old I was. But you know, even YouTubers that I watched till this day literally stood right next to you right now, like, what is going on? What is life? And I really cannot wait for more events, more YouTube events, because the events always look so good. I follow them on socials, and the events, they know how to do a good event. And if it looks like I've just spent 12 hours sitting in traffic, that's because I have. That is because I have. I left my house at 9 a.m. this morning. Guess what time it is right now? Have a guess. 8:30, and I've only just got to London. Me crashing out so much that I went non-verbal. Guys, look at my eye. I've just got storage full, which is the absolute joys of recording on your everyday phone. But what I was saying was that another event that deserves an honourable mention is London Fashion Week. I went last year, but this year, unfortunately, I could not go. Life was lifing. let's just say, at the time, and I was so upset about it. But I do truly believe that what is meant for you will always be for you, and it will always come back to you, if not better. I am no stranger to saying no to opportunities, because not every opportunity is a good opportunity. But it was so difficult saying no to brands that are huge, that I've never worked with, that I would love to work with. However, I'm really proud of myself because I've managed to build that discipline and not let greed take over me, because I could have very easily said yes to so many opportunities and just not either A, delivered the content that they asked for, or B, sometimes I didn't even ask for content, just want to give you this for you to try out and there's no obligation for you to post. But that's not what I'm about. Going into 2026, just remember to take a break. Whatever is meant for you will not miss you, and also celebrate your small wins. A lot of the time we get so caught up in the big things, big milestones, but in order for you to get to those big milestones, you need to accomplish little goals in order to get there, so celebrate them. And if no one's told you today, I'm proud of you. We are proud of you. Yeah. But yeah, my lovelies, if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I have a backlog of about 4 videos, I think, that I have filmed from June till November, December. Oh my goodness, happy 1st of December. And yeah, I hope you enjoy them, and hopefully I will see you in the comments. Bye. Say bye.